Hi, this is Danielle with startyourfamilyhistory.com. Today is step number 2. Before we get into step number 2, I want to talk about step number 1. Just review. I want to make sure that you sat down, printed a pedigree chart or a family group sheet, and recorded what you knew. You know where you were born, most likely. You know your birth date. You know your parents' names. You know your siblings' names. You record all of that information. I hope you got that work done. Now it's on to step number 2. Step number 2 is very similar to step number 1. This is where you ask your family members. You ask them what they know. You call your mom and dad and say, what was grandma and grandpa's name? What were their full names? Where were they born? What were their birth dates? If they have passed away, what are their death dates? Where are they buried? All of those little details. Now, something to think about is when you approach these family members, be cautious and respectful of how they feel about giving this information out. You don't just have to go to your mom and dad or grandparents. You can go to aunts and uncles, whoever may have that information, siblings, any of those people, anyone that's related to you that may have this information. Another thing, another little tip to go along with this step is when you are talking to these people and finding out this information, they're going to give you little tidbits about your relatives. That grandma and grandpa used to live in Ohio. They lived in Ohio after they were married, and they moved to South Carolina. And that's where I was born, in South Carolina. And so you want to record any little tidbits that they may give you. They may tell you that there's a rumor that someone came over on the Mayflower. That's a famous one. It's in my family. My maiden name is Hopkins, and there's a famous Hopkins on the Mayflower. But you want to record any of those little tidbits so that you can keep them to the side for later when you are doing research. But what your goal is today is to call or even set up times with your family members to go over the information you know and go over what they know. Find out stories, take a recorder, a video camera, a digital recorder, anything that you may have to record this information. So I will see you for step number 3 in a couple days. Thanks, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. This is Danielle with startyourfamilyhistory.com.